Welcome to Engadget Tomorrow. I'm Imran Sheikh, and this is where you get to hear about tomorrow today. Today we're talking about Brimstone's new medium passing a strength test and a new tool from Twitter for really long-form tweets. Let's start off with the good news for our future as a species on this floating ball of dirt. Brimstone is a major player in the industrial decarbonization field, and it just announced that its decarbonized cement has passed a crucial third-party strength test, bringing the dream of net zero construction one step closer to reality. The company's proprietary Portland cement met the American Society for Testing and Materials C150 standards for building products, indicating that it can do everything traditionally made Portland cement can do with regard to construction projects. This is a big deal, since Portland cement is not some niche product. It comprises 95% of all cement made in the U.S. Chances are, if you are in a building made from cement, you're surrounded by ordinary Portland cement, or as the insiders call it, OPC. Brimstone says the carbon-negative cement is identical in all respects to OPC, including performance, safety, and overall chemical composition. The only difference is that it wasn't manufactured using the conventional carbon-intensive methods. The company also notes that its strength, workability, durability, and compatibility with steel and other materials make it an ideal choice to build structures safely and efficiently. There are plenty of other alternative building materials out there, but this is actual Portland cement, so adopting Brimstone's product won't force millions of construction workers to get retrained to use a new material, according to CEO Cody Fink. He also touts that the product will be equal or lower cost to other options and will slash carbon emissions. Since this is the same industry standard Portland cement used for over 150 years, the company won't have to jump the usual regulatory hurdles when developing a new building material, with the company boasting the same buildings, bridges, and roads being built today can be built tomorrow without carbon. So how did it manage such a feat? Conventional cement production involves heating limestone to ultra-high temperatures, which releases large quantities of CO2 embedded in the rock. Brimstone went with carbon-free calcium silicate rock, so there's no CO2 to release. And as a matter of fact, the process generates trace magnesium compounds that absorb pre-existing CO2 from the air, making this concrete carbon negative. It's no secret that traditional cement is a major contributor to the world's climate problem, as cement production accounts for 7.5% of global CO2 emissions and 5.5% of total greenhouse gas emissions. All told, the construction and real estate industries account for 40% of global carbon emissions. So this step toward net zero construction could drastically reduce that number. Of course, this is a brand new manufacturing process, and Brimstone's cement has yet to be widely adopted by the industry. The company hopes to scale up production so they can sell its Portland cement for the same price as conventionally made materials. Brimstone's constructing a manufacturing plant in Reno, Nevada, and has already started negotiating with construction companies, real estate companies, and various corporate partners. And now you'll be able to construct really, really long tweets. Remember Twitter Notes? It was supposed to be the feature that let Twitter users write whatever they want, blowing past the typical Twitter character limit. At the time, that limit was only 280 characters. After several updates this year, Twitter Blue subscribers can tweet up to 25,000 characters. Now CEO Elon Musk has seemingly confirmed that the company is still working on the Notes feature, but is rebranding it to Twitter Articles. In a reply to a tweet noting the name change, Musk confirms that Articles will be the place to post long, complex articles with mixed media. He goes on to say that you could publish a book if you want. Officially announced last year, Notes was pitched as a way to write longer on Twitter and was initially limited to select users in Canada, Ghana, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Notably, this was announced before the Elon Musk takeover later that year, but after he announced his intention to buy the company. This is the first time Twitter has acknowledged the feature since then. As for what this feature will look like, think blog posts, but on Twitter. Articles, which will be separate from the main timeline, is an area where users can post long-form content without the typical limitations of a tweet. That means you'll be able to embed photos, videos, and other tweets within an article. Users can share articles and tweets, and published articles will show up in your Twitter profile. It's unclear at this time when or if articles will be available to the public. The feature is still in the experimental stage it has been in since last year, and is only available to a select number of users. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributors Lawrence Bond and Peter Cow and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.